Hello my dear students, welcome to our program for chemistry third secondary stage. Chemistry is very important for our life. Chemistry is a very nice thing to study.
Catch this word now, chemistry, that we need to start work. I think you are ready now. What about to go? Let's go. General revision on chapter 3. Let's see and concentrate to catch each part in chapter 3. Let's fly to the first question.
Here the first question, we have an equation HCl plus H2O reversible reaction. It makes what? It makes H3O positive and Cl negative. This is what?
This it means an equilibrium constant expression is only valid if the reaction is a balance. Look, the following equation, then write the equilibrium constant expression. This question need high concentration. Can you catch the answer?
Yes, the answer here, it will be what? 4HCl plus O2. It's a reversible reaction. It makes what? It makes Cl2 plus or 2Cl2 plus 2H2O. It's 2 moles of chlorine gas and 2 moles of water molecules. So here we have the answer will be continue.
Now, the answer directly 4HCl for molecule of hydrogen chloride plus oxygen. The reaction reversibly directly to 2Cl2 plus 2H2O, catch it as Kc. That's what I need, constant equilibrium for this. Now, what you have?
Here Cl2 power of 2. Divide what? Divide the HCl power of 4 times O2. So, this is the equilibrium constant will be represented by this equation.
Now, the equation directly for the second question, write equilibrium constant expression for the following reversible reaction. The reaction beginning with copper oxide CuO plus hydrogen. All time work through reversible. Directly give copper a water. Now, H2O here is vapor. It has a meaning. This we will know through the answer.
So the answer, it will be CuO plus H2, reversible reaction. It gives us Cu plus H2O. So here we have the H2O is water vapor here in gaseous state. So here this is the CuO plus H2 again, reversible reaction that gives us Cu plus H2O. So the Kc here, it will be
H2O concentrated divided H2O. Why we say that? Because this concentration depending on the gaseous state. So we say water vapor. This it means gas. It means product divided the reactants hydrogen, also the gas. This is constant equilibrium. Directly we say this note. The solid PBT have no concentration. Catch and concentrate. The solid, no concentration, but the gas.
Gas, we have a concentration here. But the liquid also, it has what? It has no concentration. So the solid precipitate has no concentration in this one. Which one is solid here? We have the copper and we have copper oxide. They are, or both of them are solid, so we have no concentration of both of them.
My lover, look at this. Slide BaSO4 barium sulfate is chicken in contact with pure water at 25 degrees Celsius for several days. After that, each day a sample is withdrawn and analyzed for its what? Ba concentration. After another several days, the value of barium ions was constant. What do you need?
We have indicating that the equilibrium here. I need to know the equilibrium in this reaction or solubility. So here we have the barium sulfate reversible reaction. It's ionized into two ions. One of them is positive, the other one is negative. So the barium positive 2 and sulfate ion or sulfate radical is negative 2. So here we have the equilibrium takes place or not. So here the other parts.
The equilibrium can be reached. The concentration of the barium ion is 1.04 by 10 mole per liter. Now, what do you have? Find KSP, constant equilibrium for solubility for BaSO4. Now, concentrate for this.
Kc or equilibrium constant of concentration constant equal what? Equal Pa positive 2 plus SO4 negative 2. So it's equal what? Equal 1.0816 times 10 power of negative 5. So here 1.04 times 10 power of negative 5.
Now you have here KSP, constant equilibrium for solubility. My lover, the result directly will be 1.0816 by 10 power negative 10. Good and great. KSP. Don't forget this word. Fly to the other question.
Find the pH value. It is very easy now. We have pH value of the following solutions. Their hydrogen ions are what? Are letter A 10 power of negative 5, letter B we have 10 power of negative 7, and letter C power of negative 12. Here the pH value of this solution and define which one is acid, which one is base, which one is salt. What about letter A?
10 power negative 5. It means what? It means you have a low pH equal negative log H concentration. So, equal 5 acidic, pH less than 7. What about B?
B here we have 10 power of negative 7. So here this is equal what? Equal 7. Why? Because here negative log 10 power of negative 7 equals 7. So 7, it's what? It is neutral solution, salt or water. What about letter C?
Letter C, 10 power negative 12. Directly we have final answer 12, alkaline solution. So 7 in between, it means neutral. More, it means alkaline. Less, it means acidic. Good and great. What about the other one?
Here we have another one, CH3COOH. It's acetic acid plus H2O. We have reversible reaction between them to make equilibrium. So here CH3COO negative plus H3O positive 1 hydroxonium or hydronium ion. What about the question here? Number 1, we have what?
Negative 1. It means minus alpha. It means the other one hydroxonium. It means alpha. We say that it's back to the negative ion for it means acetate. How can catch the answer? Alpha here is very important degree of ionization. If the ionization is a constant, Ka equal 1.8 by 10 power negative 5. My dear, look at this.
Find what? Here the degree of ionization of acid, and letter B the concentration of hydronium ion, and we have letter C pH of the acid solution. Again, we have 3 types of these given. We have 3 questions here. Degree of ionization of acid, concentration of hydronium ion, and pH of the acid solution. Let's see the answer here.
The answer beginning with the law alpha squared equal Ka negative 5 divided C concentration. After that, you can replace by the number 1.8 by 10 power negative 5 divided 0.5 for the concentration.
We have alpha square. It's equal what? Equal square root 3.6 times 10 power of negative 5. It means what? It means 6 times 10 power of negative 5 mole per liter. So this is the alpha square here. So the alpha, it's the answer here. What about the Ka?
H3O concentrated hydroxonium 1 equal square root Ka dot by C. It means what? It means square root 1.8 by 10 power negative 5 by 0.5. This is under square root. Now, I need to find what is the final result. The final result equal
3 times 10 power of negative 3 mole per liter. So it is the concentration of hydronium ion.
Good to say that. Don't forget the unit, molar per liter. My lover, this not all. Also we have
pH equal minus log hydrogen ion, because we need to know this pH. Minus log 3 times 10 power of 3. Let's fly to the answer here.
The answer directly back to 2.52. Good and great. But also we have the following reaction. Look.
H2O, reversible reaction. 2 hydrogen molecule plus O2. Here 2H2 plus O2 and H equal the positive value. So here this one is the reaction.
The reaction is very important. We need passing excess oxygen. Do you see what's the effect? Also passing excess water. Also I need its effect. This not all. Raising the temperature. Different factors. Addition of catalyst. Oh, do you think all of this factor has an effect for equilibrium?
No, we have the equilibrium here. It's happened with each one of them. Let's go to C.
For the first, passing excess oxygen, it means shift the equilibrium. Do you think, what about
passing the excess of oxygen shift the equilibrium, and the passing excess of H2O shift the equilibrium to the forward direction, the concentration of H2. So here letter C will be
raising the temperature, shift equilibrium to the endothermic direction, forward. This it means direction of concentration of the hydrogen. What else?
We have D, addition of catalyst doesn't affect on the equilibrium position. Why? Because the catalyst, it is a substance that speed up the chemical reaction without changing itself. So it's the factor that speed up the chemical reaction here without changing itself, doesn't affect on any type of these reactions.
Now calculate the hydrogen ion in 0.1 molar acetic acid solution in 25 degrees, provided that the equilibrium constant of the acid is 1.8 by 10 power negative 5. Catch the answer.
Answer here, the concentration of hydronium ion equal the square root Ka dot C. So here, this one, it's equal what?
Equal directly root square 1.8 by 10 power negative 5 by 0.1. So 1.342 by 10 power negative 3 molar. It's good and great.
Sufficient acidic solute is added to the quantity of water to produce H3O positive 1 equal 1.8 times 10 power of negative 5. So here, what OH negative is in solution? What is the concentration of hydroxide ions in this solution? What is the answer here will be?
The answer fly to H positive concentrated by OH negative concentrated also, equal 10 power negative 14. We know that because you have neutral solution. After that, you add OH negative and change H from the reactants to the other side, but 10 power negative 14 per H positive. So catch this.
OH negative equal 10 power of negative 14. Divide what? Divide 7.5 times 10 power of negative 5. What is the result or the final result? It will be 1.33 times 10 power of negative 10. So here, this is the concentration of hydroxide ion in this solution.
Good, my dear. What is meant by each of the following? This question, you must find the definition completely one. No short answer. We need a full mark. Look for the first question.
pH value. It means what? It means
It's the negative logarithmic of the hydrogen ion concentration. And we said it, pH equal negative log. This it means concentrated of hydroxynium positive. The symbol P means negative log. Good and great. What about Ostwald law?
Ostwald law, it means what? It's the monotropic weak acid HAIE, or in another word, we have acid contains one proton positive only in its molecule. So this is monotropic weak acid. And we have another one like this. Dissociate this compound or this ion, dissociate in water by applying the law of mass action on this equilibrium system. It means the Ostwald law. What about the ionization process?
Ionization, we saw a lot of movies about this. Ionization, it means it's a process in which the unionized molecules are changed into ions that we need. Ionization, fly to the ions. Catch this question. Strong electrolytes.
Strong electrolytes means that these are substances which ionize completely in water into positive and negative ions. Strong electrolyte, it's solution of salts or acid or alkalis. Why? Because each one of them dissociate in water into positive radical and negative radical, positive ion and negative ion. What about the other one? That's called about law of mass action.
We know it well. Law of mass action, it means the state that at constant temperature, take care from this word, must be constant temperature. The rate of the chemical reaction is directly proportional to product. It means multiplication of reactants concentration and each raised in the power of the number molecules or ions in the balance. This it means chemical equation. Good and great. What about Le Chatelier principle?
It's very important one to remember. Why? Because we have this question in many exams. So it states that change in any of the conditions of the chemical reaction at equilibrium. Don't forget equilibrium, such as concentration, such as another one. The effect of temperature, the effect of pressure will shift the equilibrium in the direction which oppose this change. So the effect of pressure and the effect of temperature or the effect of concentration shifted to the equilibrium, in the equilibrium to what? To the direction of oppose or change this one or change this equilibrium. The KSP for calcium fluoride, it is another question, is 3 times 10 power of negative 11. What is the solubility of Ca or solubility product of calcium fluoride in the water in grams per liter? What is the answer here?
The answer, you must know some words about the calcium. It means 40. This is about the mass number or atomic weight, and the fluorine equal 19. Now, you have molar mass of the calcium fluoride equal 40 plus 2 by 19 in the brackets equal 78. This is molar mass of calcium fluoride. What you do after that?
Here, calcium fluoride CaF2, it's what? It's ionized into calcium positive 2 plus 2F negative. So, we have 1 mole of calcium fluoride and we have X mole of calcium positive 2 and X mole of what? Of the F negative 1. So, what else about these steps?
Through 1 mole of calcium fluoride, we catch as KSP, Ca power positive 2 by F negative. This it means you have 2 components. Now, 3.9 by 10 power negative 11 equal x by 2x power 2. So, the answer directly 3.9 by 10 power negative 11. You have now 4x power what? Power negative 3. What you need after that?
Here we have 3.9 times 10 power of negative 11 equal x times 2x power of negative 2. So the answer will be what? Will be 3.9 times 10 power of negative 11 equal 4x times power of negative 3. So I need x. X, it means what? It means here x2 or x squared. It means 3.9 times 10 power of negative 11 divide 4. And the final result will be
directly 9.7 by 10 power negative 12. This, it's important, but look, x here, x squared, change it to x. Must be find the square root. Square root 9.7 by 10 power negative 12. Directly you have x equal 2.136 by 10. It's good and great. I like this. My dear, another question to convert to gram liter.
here we have the conversion to the gram per liter after the making the moles here. 1 mole give us 78 grams of calcium fluoride. So 1 mole equal 2.136 times 10 power of negative 4 and give us x gram. What will happen here? We have the concentration equal what?
Concentration equal 2.136 by 10 power negative 4. All of them by grams. It means 78. Catch this. 1 gram equal 0.0166 gram per liter. Good and important. My lover, these steps to catch the answer for the problem is important for you. But also you have calculate the mass in gram of half mole of H2SO4. What do you need from this?
Here we need the molar mass of each one of these elements. We have hydrogen equal 1, S equal 32, and O equal 16. So the mass of 1 mole of H2SO4 first, it should be calculated 2 times 1, H2, plus 32, it's for S, 1S, and equal what? Or plus the 4 times 6. 4 times 6, it means what? It means this is 4 times 16 of what? Of the oxygen. So the total number is 98 grams of 1 mole of H2SO4. Sulfuric acid. What about the other parts?
Mass equal number of the mole by the mass of 1 mole equal 0.5 by 98 equal 49 grams. Good and great. But we have another question. Calculate the number of silver chloride that precipitate from this reaction. 5.85 sodium chloride with 17 gram silver nitrates.
We must write the equation first. So we have NaCl. Its number of moles equal the mass divide the mass of one molecule. So here this is, or 58.5 equals 0.1 mole. So we have here 0.1 mole of NaCl. What about AgNO3?
AgNO3 here, number of the mole equal mass per mass of number or 1 molecules. Now 17 divided 170. The answer 0.1 mole. So we found here 2 number of the moles for each one. What you have now?
We have now the equation between them. AgNO3 plus NaCl give us what? Give us AgCl is precipitated here plus NaNO3 in form of aqueous solution. So here 0.1 mole of what? Of the NaCl and 0.1 mole of AgNO3 give us what?
Give us precipitate of AgCl, white precipitate, as we studied before during reversible and irreversible reaction. My lover, this not all. Mention the mathematical formula related between each of the following. For the first,
the number of mole of gas and its volume at STP. And we have the second one, the molecular mass of the gas and its density. So here mention the mathematical formula of each one. The concentration of the solution mole per liter, and post the number of dissolved moles and the solution volume L.
Now, the number of the product or produced ions in the solution of a totally ionized substance and the number of dissolved mole. All of them, it has a 1. The first, the volume, we said it equal number of the mole by 2.4. This is about the volume. The second one, density, molar mass per 22.4. Third one, about number of the mole, which equal
C, or the concentration times the volume. So here the number of moles and the number of ions equal the number of moles times Avogadro's number. Don't forget these rules here because they are very important for you to calculate any one of these concepts in your problems.
It's good to answer this. Write equilibrium about the constants reaction of the following. My lover, concentrate all time for the equation. You have acetic acid CH3COOH plus C2H5OH ethanol. This is a reversible reaction. Directly will be ester a water CH3COO C2H5 plus water. What you need?
Here we have the Kc equal what? CH3COO C2H5 divide what? Divide CH3COOH plus C2H5OH. So here the product divide what? Divide the concentration of the reactant. What will happen after this?
Directly will travel to this one. Write equilibrium constant for C plus water equal for direction, different direction. It means reversible. Hydrogen plus carbon monoxide, CO. Now, you need Kc, which equal
H2 times CO. So here the Kp equal the pH2 times PCO. This is the equilibrium constant of pressure. And the first one, equilibrium constant of the concentration.
It's good to understand this, but don't forget for the first one, you have a squared bracket. It means now you have a constant equilibrium for both of them. My lover, H2 is a gas, CO is a gas. Now fly to this question. Write the equilibrium constants reaction for the following. As a beginning,
we have the equation Sn plus PPO. In reversible reaction, we have SNO plus PB. So here we have substitution between these elements, but we have another part of this one to calculate the equilibrium constant.
This type of oxidation and reduction back to not B is praised by the equilibrium. Why? It's a constant equation, has no equilibrium.
Dear students, I hope to enjoy your time with us. Till we meet again in another session about chemistry. Till we meet again, thank you and goodbye everybody.
It's nice to arrive to the end. The lesson is fantastic and wonderful. I hope to understand the lesson. See you.